Hello everyone, I'm Brian, and today I'm doing a trailer reaction to The Silencing. This is a little bit of older trailer, but I never got a chance to watch it, so I don't know anything about this other than I hope this is the right poster, which I think it is. It looks like it's the Lannister guy. Ooh, I don't know if that's Annabelle Wallace. I don't think that's him. What? Nicola Coster Waldo. I don't know what his actual name is. I know him to be the Lannister dude. I can't remember what his actual name is in the show Game of Thrones. Anyways, it looks kind of interesting, so let's give it a shot. I hope it hit play. Oh, I did hit play. That's just green for a long time. Ooh.
The body was dumped in the water.
Think whoever killed her was hunting her for sport?
I wouldn't call it a sport. But yeah,
Her throat was cut, so she can't scream.
she was hunted.
Direct TV.
Breaking news. We're here at a crime scene where a body has been found.
I need to see that girl. She could be my daughter.
I remember hearing about your daughter. I'm still catching up on active cases.
My daughter's case is far from active.
There's someone out there killing teenage girls. What do you think he used?
Called him Atlatl. Ain't no toy. It was designed to kill.
Atlatl. That's a bow and arrow. Whoa, how did you see that coming?
He's gonna get what's coming to him. I have some questions. We know that the suspect is Atlatl, and he has that house in his basement.
Oh, bear trap or something.
Does your brother own an Atlanta?
Are you forgetting who the sheriff is?
There is no sheriff here. We never know as much as we think we do, Alice.
Oh, genius move there with the paint.
Rayburn?
He's here! Sheriff, behind you! Behind you!
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go over the trailer here. That was quite exciting, I will say. Besides the massive amount of green in the very beginning. Gotcha. You know, you don't have to be up there for 4 seconds long. You know. But let's keep going here. So we see someone running in the woods that's being hunted by this person. I thought it was a bow and arrow at first. I mean, you know, that looks like a regular sized bow, but atlatls are actually I believe they're much bigger than that. The only reason why I know about an atlatl is or whatever they're called. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it correctly, but it's because of I think it's called dual survival. One of the people there's a modern survival and there's a primitive survival person that has to survive together. And the primitive survival guy obviously had the atlatl, and that's his. I think he was just using it, and he wasn't necessarily the master of it at first, but he kept practicing with it, and that's one of his favorite things to use. That's the only reason why I know about it. So it's basically like a wooden stick, and you put your weapon at the end. It's like a stick that curves back, and you're holding it here, and then you throw it like that, as opposed to a bow and arrow. And we'll see it a little bit later on. Actually, they do show it. So the thing about this is that looks like an incision there. So I think whoever's hunting these people is cutting their vocal cords so they can't scream for help. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Thought I saw something. If I can, right there. There. Okay, that's just another officer looking. Okay, I thought it was like, oh, there he is, right there, hiding behind him. And it's kind of, I guess, It's kind of weird that he left it there. I thought it was again. Originally, I thought it was just an arrow. It's like you could pull it out. I mean, you can get stuck pretty hard in there, but at ladle, it's actually really, really. It's a short range weapon. It has range, but it's a decently short range weapon, and it has a lot of power behind it. But I guess he could not pull it out from this tree, so he had just to break it off, which is kind of weird. Why would you break it off necessarily? Why don't you pull it out? You're leaving evidence behind. But depends on, I guess, the size, because that could be confused with a bow and arrow as well. DirecTV. I thought maybe he was going to be doing that, but no, apparently his daughter was a victim probably of that guy. Let's see, what else? What was that? So what is this thing?
Out there killing teenage girls.
What is that? Is she holding? What is she holding? I see that they pulled out the tip of the atlatl there. I don't know what the ammunition is called, because you have the bow and then you have the arrow for bow and arrow, but for an atlatl is I don't know. So right there it is. It's a long stick and you just kind of throw it, and I guess you could use a regular bow and arrow, apparently, a regular arrow for it. It's no toy. Let's see how I pronounce that.
Killing teenage girls. What do you think he used?
Called him atlatl. Ain't no toy. It was designed to kill.
Yeah. So what I don't get here is, where is he seeing this at? He sees someone running and all of a sudden the dude grabs the camera. I'm wondering if he maybe he set up some cameras around where the hunting ground is for that guy. I guess where he last killed a person, and I guess he's hunting there again. It reminds me of another movie called The Game, I believe. Maybe not The Game. It's I can't remember. It's a very old movie. It was competing with another movie that's more famous by it, but it's basically where they get a homeless person. It's actually a really good movie that I enjoy, but it was a homeless person. I believe he was black, and they took him in. It's like, hey, yeah, if you want to change your life around, we have this thing, and they invited him to go to this cabin in the woods, and then they basically it was like, I can't remember how many other guys, maybe 2 or 3 other guys there. And basically what they do is they grab homeless people, bring them to the woods, and then let them loose, and then they go hunting for that person. I can't remember the name of that movie. I want to watch it again. It's really old though, back in the 90s, and this kind of reminds me of it, because this person is hunting teenagers apparently. I don't know whether it's all teenagers or just teenage females, but yeah, it reminded me of that movie because they specifically look for homeless people. Why homeless people? Because if they had family, they would generally take in their family members into their house. Homeless people generally don't have family, so if they went missing, no one would know. So in that movie, I definitely gotta look that up. That was really a cool movie. Anyway, it reminded me of that. If you know that movie, please let me know in the description, because I wanna do a trailer reaction to that one if I can ever remember it, and actually watch the movie again. It was pretty good. I wonder if it still lives up today of how good it was to me back in the day. Alright, so let's get back with the trailer here. I keep going off on the tangent. So this guy, clearly he's a pretty good hunter. To use a primitive weapon to hunt people, that's kind of, well, I mean, hunting people in general is kind of cruel, but I think it looks like, again, it goes back to that old movie. The reason why they hunt people is because all the other animals they hunt, I guess they got bored because they're predictable, while humans are the ones that are unpredictable. So I'm wondering if this person is doing that for that reason. He's bored of hunting animals, so he decides he wants to hunt humans because they're a little bit more interesting. But it seems like this dude has a target to teenage females though, which is why. Was he hurt that badly by another female? Found one of the under something. A little storage shed in the woods. Right there. Oh. Shot that paint can and then hopefully got him splattered, so it's a lot easier to spot him. Because the only way he'll be able to hide now is either removing the paint or hiding in the same area he was at. That way the splatter matches the surrounding. But if he were to ever move, that splatter would look out of place. Okay, so that is his name. Nicolas Coaster Waldo. Good lord, man. I don't even know if I'm even pronouncing that right. Hunt for the truth. And then she steps on a freaking bear trap. That's, how does he know? Pretty, I mean, he's hiding right behind her, obviously, but how did he know he's right behind her? Dude's freaking still wearing the ghillie outfit in the freaking house, man. That's gonna make you stand out even worse. Coming soon. Let's get to the right. There we go. That's silencing. All right, so that trailer was actually quite interesting. It said it was I can't remember. It said was a thriller, crime thriller, which I was going like, doesn't look exciting, but actually the trailer did a fantastic job. It looks very interesting. I think the trailer did it quite right. It was quite exciting, very high energy. You know, the trailer wasn't dull at all. It definitely got a point across. The only mystery that this trailer makes me ask is, why is this guy doing it? And is it only, it seems like it's only to female teenagers, and why to female teenagers? Other than that, it seems like a very easy movie to understand. You know, there is a serial killer out there hunting teenage females, and they're after him. That's about it. No, it's not that deep of a mystery. The only mystery is, who is he and why is he doing it? Trailer, I think, did a fantastic job. Alright, so if this was coming out in theaters over here, what would I rate this? I'd probably give this a 3. Just because it's not necessarily too exciting. It is exciting, it's high energy, don't get me wrong, but in terms of going to the theaters to watch it, it's not something I would necessarily go to watch in the theaters. But if someone were to ask me, I probably would. Home theater, I'd probably give this a 3.5 to a 4. It is quite interesting. It's again, it's something I could turn on the TV, and if I needed to do something else, I could stop and do that other thing, or do something while watching this movie. Not something that I have to pay attention to understand the full story behind it, because it's a very simple premise, and that's the reason why I think a 3.5 would be the best. Alright, what about you guys? What would you rate this? Would you give this a 5, a must watch, a 4, a will watch, a 3, a may watch, a 2, a may not watch, or a 1, won't watch? Let me know in the comments below and explain your reasoning why. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.